I would have loved to respect love we shared. What Zion will not do is sit here and lie on me now. What do you mean you broke up with me? So what happened? What do you mean you broke up with me? Real talk.
Huh. Huh. Let's do this. Let's do this. Sure.
Truthfully, I did love him.
Guys, I was rolling my eyes throughout this first episode of this reunion, and I'm not even here for all this rubbish. What is this? Like, this first day is so underwhelming, and they're not supposed to start the show like this. They want to rile us up, they want us to talk, they want us to buzz about it and just talk about how boring it is. I don't know what the dynamic is or why they will start with something this underwhelming. If you watched the show, please tell me in the comments if you believe that it was underwhelming or I'm overdoing it, because at this point, yeah, I didn't even want to come out here to talk, but for those of you that did not watch and just to come and chat with you guys, that is why I came out here to speak. So let's just go right into it. First of all, right, we're talking a lot about the Chinwe ship, and right from the show up until post show, they were not even a rave. Like, they were not really something that we wanted to talk about. Why are you starting the show with their ship? Moving on, Ebuka started the show and he just welcomed everybody back to the reunion, and that was like the fantastic and best line of the night, where Ebuka was welcoming us. It just felt like, oh my god, I've waited for so long. We have not had reunion the last year, so this should be worth it. Anyways, Buka went ahead to ask Zion. Zion, the street said you are single. Are you single? And Zion was like, yeah, you can say that he's single. Chinwe didn't say anything. Of course, camera pan shows Chinwe face. Then he went ahead to ask Anita, how is Tofa? And Anita was just smiling and she said, Tofa is fine. Tofa was right there laughing. I was asking Ebuka, like, you could have just asked me. Like, see me here. I'm doing fine. You could have asked me. Anyways, so after that, Ebuka went ahead to speak to DJ Flo, and he asked DJ Flo straight up, you and your partner Ruthie, are you people still friends? And she said no. Why? She said it's because when she came out of the house, she heard a lot of things. And Ebuka said, things like what? She said, oh, she heard about how the fact that she left the show that early was because of who she was paired with. And besides that, she didn't want to join the narrative of anything. She didn't want to say anything. But when Ruthie came out and all, it looks like Ruthie was trying to flip the script and just make her look bad, saying that she didn't support her enough because she didn't get in a fight with her when she was fighting with just a lot of people in the house. And Ebuka was like, but she's your partner. Didn't you think that you should have at least done more, supported her somehow? And DJ Flo was talking about how they've been friends for 10 years, and not fighting was not supposed to be a shocker for Ruthie, because Ruthie can use her one hand to count how many times she has even fought with anybody at all in her life. So Ruthie shouldn't just expect that because they are in a Big Brother house then things should change. Ebuka was like, but you can also agree that Big Brother house is different. She said yes, she gets it. Yes, she can support her in ways and different ways, but fighting, like, she doesn't have to pick your fight or take your fight. Supporting you, this is something that they even spoke about outside the show before they went in. Or what if people drag you? What if they insult you in the comments and all? Will you respond? And she said, even if they are dragging me, I will not respond. So imagine me going to respond to somebody fight that is not my own. At the end of the day, she said she was trying to get things in perspective from Ruthie's point of view, and she saw an interview that further gave clarity, and she just understood now that they just need to go their separate ways. Their energy right now is not going to work, and they spoke about how their manager tried to sort things out, but it didn't work. You guys, please tell me in the comments who you think is at fault here, because it looks like DJ Flo is painting herself as saint and then Ruthie is the witch or wizard. At the end of the day, I understand that you don't want to fight with your friend or anything, but there's a thin line between being with your partner even though you're not fighting with them, and then not being anywhere, being in the middle. Even the Bible says that if you are lukewarm, I will spit you out. You are neither hot nor cold. And for me, that was the energy that DJ Flo was giving. But please tell me in the comments what you think about this. And when this whole conversation was over, we now went ahead to hear all the rants and rants and rants from the Chinwe ship. Chinwe was speaking, and she spoke about how Zion had just been ripping her off and taking advantage of her, even though she has admitted her own things. She said she doesn't lie, because Ebuka asked Zion, he said, who ended the relationship, and Zion said he was the one that ended things. And Chinwe changed it for him at this point. Like, you cannot sit there and lie against me. I'm going to take anything, but don't sit there and lie. Don't say you ended things. And then Chinwe goes ahead to recount all the things that happened in the course of their relationship, from many breakups to coming back and reconciliations. So the most important thing that she said was how she traveled, because she doesn't stay in Lagos. She moved to Lagos to come and spend about a month plus with Zion, because she had a wedding and his birthday was coming. She decided to use one stone to kill two birds. And seeing that she was here with her boyfriend, she was staying in a hotel in VI, and she paid all the bills for the hotel, and she didn't even complain because, of course, she knows that it's not like he really had. And when she was speaking, that's how Zion said, well, I have a house. She said, you don't have a house, it's your sister's house, and your sister hates me. You don't expect me to come and stay in your sister's house. And she just spoke about how on his birthday they finally went to the club, and for some reason there was a bill of 290k and Zion couldn't pay. She paid the bill, and he was supposed to reimburse her. He reimbursed her only 150k. Until now, he has not refunded the rest. She also spoke about how he left her in a hotel when she was traveling the following day, went and didn't come back from the club. And when she tried to reach him, she called everybody, his phone was off, different things. He didn't come until the following day when she was ready to travel. And she said she left everything and she blocked him. After then, she started reaching out to him again to ask for a speaker and her pictures. Even though Zion said, see, that picture and speaker thing is bobo. She doesn't need any speaker or picture or anything. She just wanted to get to me. She just wanted to speak to me. Cut the long story short, when she came to Lagos again for Ruthie's birthday, she and Zion, they spent 1 week again together. At this point, they had now come back together. Everything was going on smooth. And then Zion ghosts her for like 4 days, shows up, and 3 days later, he was asking her for money, 300k. And so Zion started to do like saying won't deny the thing. Chinwe not gree. Chinwe bring receipts, show and say, see now, she be no be the thing be this. Why they make me feel like say I dey lie? Had all those things. And right now, she's also agreeing to the fact again that as they are in this reunion like this, yesterday he don't still come her room, they don't still collect one or two. According to her, she dey collect one for the road. And Zion also went ahead to speak about how he still has affection towards Chinwe. He likes her, and the fact is that he wants the relationship to be over, but Chinwe hasn't really gotten the memo. But because he also really likes her and everything, it's hard for him to just break up with her like that, because he knows that she's emotional, she's fragile. He wouldn't want to just break up with her like that. And Chinwe also spoke about how she also still, likes him, because she kept calling him baby this, baby that. When Chinwe and Zion were going back and forth, and Ebuka was asking them, but on herself, this on her relationship, on her one do am, abi on her no one do am. Chinwe spoke about how Kelly Ray was their therapist. They kept going back and forth with Kelly Ray. He kept speaking to them, trying to get them together and all whatnot. So Ebuka don't finally come to the conclusion, say, Ona, you people, you know what? Ona never ready. Ona go still settle. Ona they say, is it over? Is it not over? Ona go still settle. So all the best to both of you. Guys, the thing tire you, abi no tire you, because this is what the episode 1 is just about. Chinwe and Zion. Like, bro, you can do better than this. You really can do better than this. Please, tomorrow, people should give us basketballs, give us better conversations. This is not cutting it for me, okay? I don't want to go with all the plenty talk about how Zion started talking about how, he brought two Prados, and Chinwe laughed out so loud. And I felt it, because the way he kept mentioning the two Prados, Oga, how much do you have? Do you even have money to be hiring Prado? He said if his first came from Abuja, they brought two Prados. His first came from Abuja. Anywho, guys, that's pretty much what happened in this first episode, and to be honest, it wasn't that great. So you guys, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and until tomorrow, which we're going to talk more, I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye.